Welcome to Friday night. You know, I should really peel off a window so I can actually not stare at an angle here. Let's do that. Window projector preview. And bring it over here so I can actually see that. So, there's stuff that came in, of course, from Aliexpress, Amazon, and Adafruit. Yes. So apparently my INT474A++ desoldering system, the pump is failing. It simply is not sucking as good as it could be. And I don't have the equipment, so I'm going to get a new one. But the new one that's coming, it's on its way. Apparently it's in UK at the moment, I think. Shipped from Hong Kong, and then I thought it would go over the Pacific, but apparently no, we can't go over the Pacific. We'll go the other direction, and apparently it got sorted out in the UK, and now it's going to leave there and head to North America. So I have no idea. Will it go to Cincinnati and then to the DHL hub there? The other items coming is I ordered this like way back, August, September, something like that. My hologram. Yeah, it's a little box with a pie in it and very special lens, and it's supposed to be really cool looking. It's right now stuck in Indianapolis, according to FedEx. So there must be airplane to actually take it to Alberta. But it'll get here next week, probably sometime. And that desoldering station, this little black thing here, is a upvolt thingy. What it does is basically takes your 110 and gives you 220 with a 500 watt limit on it, or 230 as they write on here. I suppose it depends which country. So the new desoldering station actually only comes, because there's the only stock for it is in European. So it'll come with, I believe, a UK plug on it, which is fine for this guy here. Doink. So I should be fine. And of course, North America plug for the other side. So where shall I put this for the moment? Well, I guess I'll just have to put it on the ground. No, I'll move my soldering thing and just put it over here. So, work hasn't been pleasant today. It was frickin' LDAP horror story. Still haven't figured it all out. So I don't know what's going on with that. I have to work on it this weekend. No pressure, William. I don't know if I showed this one. Aliexpress dropped it off basically a little while back. It's just another LED matrix, very small pitch, and it comes with this. So you get a Hub 75 cable, 2 of them. That's interesting. And the power gizmo. So I will put that up there. Now, over Christmas, I increased my MIMS book. If you haven't seen these things before, this is the original Radio Shack, and it's a little too bright. Let's turn the brightness down a little bit. There we go. So these are the original Forrest M. Nims III books. Engineer's mini notebook. So basic semiconductors, digital logic, formulas, tables, and basic circuits. These are, if you get them, are real cool books. They're hard to get. This is what they look like on the inside. So you can tell it's old because the resistor code doesn't go to 5 bands. It only goes to 4 bands. There you go. Here's all your COVID possibility. These names, Greek alphabet. So there they are. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, Iota, Kappa, Lambda, Mu. Yeah, you get the idea. So, yeah. And then this book, for example, it's all circuits and stuff like this, all written out. It's a good way of doing it because it all fits on a grid paper and it's really easy to draw. So, you know, basic transistor switches, relay drivers, basic logic. This one goes into more details on logic. So, and it starts to teach you about that sort of thing. Op amps, triangles, right? Now, I already had these. And I actually picked up this one, volume 1 of Op Amps Optical Circuit Projects. So like this. And then for Christmas I got as a gift volume 2, which is Science, Communication Circuits and Projects. So sound intensity. Well, this is interesting. What's this one? Measuring sound intensity. The atmosphere. There was a guy, apparently, when the Tonga volcano exploded and caught on satellite, he just happened to have I think it was a Pico and some sensors, and he actually detected the pressure wave of the volcano. And apparently people in Alaska heard the boom from the volcano. I thought that was pretty interesting. It's a good thing that thing went off underwater, even though apparently Tonga has no internet at the moment because it broke the sea cable to Tonga. There's only one. And then, of course, there was a bit of a tsunami and stuff like that. It was felt all the way around the Pacific Rim. And then I got this book, Getting Started in Electronics, again. So you can see it's not quite a brand new book, but it was a used book. But that's fine. It's no problem. So we can do all these things. So triacs. Never played with those. Field effect transistor junction FETs. I've heard of them. I think I might even have some here. Haven't had use for them yet. But so that and that and that. Put that down here. Now, I also picked up off Amazon this one, the Engineer's Notebook. I think what this book is here is really a sum of the little books. There's a lot. Some of the stuff in here is in the little books too, but this is more a really big one. But it's not grid paper, as you can see. It's all broken out. But they have a lot more digital circuits in here, and a lot of messing around with different TTLs, which is kind of interesting. So you can do things like this: parallel to serial data converter. You know, you look at that and you say, wait, what is that? Oh, wait, 75HC 959, 3 in, 8 out type idea. Yes, I've shown you my LED project where I was testing all that out and I got it working on a feather. So what do we have in our bag of goodies? So let's take out the little bag first here. There's a bunch of things in this one. So getting a lot of these Ziploc bags. So what do we got here? Oh, right. They had these really cool 7-segment displays on Adafruit that were, you guessed it, I2C enabled. I mean, yes, you can still run them the other way, but no, this is really, really cool. So there is a... Oh, let's zoom down because this is too high up. There we go. And a little focus here. There we go. So yes, you can still use the pins there, but these holes here are for the actual display, which you solder all that on. So these boards are basically all the same, but they had different colors. So I bought, I think, 5 colors. So I should have bunch of assembly to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, so as you know, my standard around here is to buy 2 of everything. So 2 of everything. So we will add this to our database. And there's our database. So this is going to be 7 segment LED matrices. So I think I'll go into matrix here, and we will add in product. Really? 877? Are we sure we got the right number for this? Apparently. Let's find out. Not shop, not learn. Let's go to shop. I thought that was cute, shoving a Raspberry Pi into a actual Raspberry Pi. 877. Yes, here, this guy. Control C, and we'll go back to our Mr. Digital here, and Control V. We have 10 of them. Whoops. 877 and 10. William, type in the wrong spots. Is definitely a kit, and it's not assembled, and it does have that. Okay, so these are these, and I'm going to just borrow this to store things in. Now, what else do we got in here? We have a bigger bag of stuff. Now, she showed off one really interesting piece of hardware. It was a way of holding your heat gun without using your hands, which I thought was really good. So these guys here, and I'll just put this over here. These are the LEDs. So what we have here, blue 7 segment, white 7 segment, green, yellow, red, green, white, red. So in here we have, let's go back to our Adafruit. Which one did we have open? Not that one. This one? No, not that one. How about this one? Ooh, I've clicked on the wrong one. Here, try this one. There we go. Here's a good one. So we have here 865, the red segment. So really big digits too. Control C, and we'll go back to our sheet, and here, and this was 865. 2 of them. Definitely a kit, definitely not assembled, and these guys don't have the thing on it. So, and I think that was the 865 I just did. Yep, so red and red. So 2 reds. So 2 whites. 1001. 1001. There we go. Control C. Yeah, see, they were selling these a lot standalone, but now they made a board for it, which is really nice. Control V, and I said the whites, so 1001, 2 of them, and yes, and no, and no. So that's white. Then we have, let's see, 2 yellows at 811. So 811. Those are kind of a nice yellow. See, this is with the board on. Control C. And we'll dump it into here, of course. And I said 811 2 Y N N back to here. So that's 2 of those. I have another bin just full of LED stuff. Green 7, green 7. So let's do that one. 813. 813. Yeah, it's green, but it kind of has a yellow tinge to it, doesn't it? I expected more greeny, but apparently not. So, kind of a green-yellow color. Red, white. What did I just throw in there? Red, white, yellow. Whoops. That belongs in the next one. Control V. And this one is actually yellow. There we go. And this one here is 813. And of course 2. The next one will be 2. Whoops. That's something new they put in the spreadsheet for Google. We know that it's all the same. And this one will be 812. And we'll go over here and Control V and just change the green out to blue. Like so. There we go. Done. I think the bin is full. Okay, so what else do we have in the bag? I wanted to try this out with a Raspberry Pi. This is the 5 volt 12 watt with micro USB DC jack. This is basically a PoE in power supply and networking for. Now, actually, let's just empty out all this stuff into here. Okay, so twink to twink. What have we got here? Oh yes, finally. This thing has been promised and advertised and stuff. So let's go back to here for a sec. And oops. So Grove Shield, yeah, okay. So I got 2 of these PoE thingies in case I blow one up. They actually weren't that expensive. They were, I think, $10 or something like that. $37.85. So let's look at it. $37.85. $37.85. Yeah, see, $11 basically, and it's plenty of power for most Pis and stuff like that. 2.4 amps. That's pretty good. Now, I think I have this under miscellaneous. So here, and this is 37, my poor eyesight, 85. 85, William. So it's 2, and it's not a kit, not a kit, not a stemma. Okay. So we have in here, oh, nice. Nice. And so this is an Espranio Pico. It wasn't cheap actually, so I only bought one of them. And what's this? 5-pin RE. Oh yeah, right. They only had a few of them, so it was nice not to drain them dry of those. So, of course, our free board, right? And then we got QT Pi ESP32S2s. And then we got Qt Py ESP2 S2 UFLs. These I think are the new ones. And then we've got Breakout Featherwing, Terminal Block, and what's this thing? Adafruit Ethernet Featherwing, one of. They weren't cheap either, so I decided not to get two of them. So terminal blocks, that's 2926. 2926. 2926. So this thing here. So you get these terminal blocks on the side that you can just fasten wires and use the screwdriver down on. It's a little different from the other ones I have. And this will just go under miscellaneous. I don't think I have a particular one for breakout boards. Whoops. That's not going like that. There we go. And I said 2926. Okay, 2926. 2 of. And I think they're a kit and has to be assembled. Can't remember. They're all pre-done already. Well, we can always open one up. Let's find out. Are they pre-assembled or not? Nope, they're pre-assembled. Nicely done. Okay. Yeah. Nice. They actually mark on here some of the default connectors. 343 ground battery. Oh. Okay. So back to the web page, and it's not a kit, and it's assembled. Whoops. And there's none of that on it. So those are those two. Now this one, Seed Studio, the similar thing. Let's see, switch back again. Let's see. Oh, there's even an instruction sheet in this one. So this is also a feather breakout, but what it does is it breaks out lots of I2C ports. These guys right here. And Grove Shield for particle mesh. I don't have a particle mesh board, but I believe they said on these things these will also work with feathers. So we'll find out. Tight bag. There we go. So, where is this in here? Nope. Let's try Grove Shield. I know it's going to be in here somewhere. Grove. Here it is. Grove Shield Featherwing for particle mesh and all feathers. Yep. Control C. And we are going to put it in there, the category of miscellaneous stuff again. So it is, according to Adafruit, it is 4309. I don't see 4309 on here. So sometimes you don't. 4309, and there's two of them. No, it's not a kit. Yes, it's assembled. Oh yeah, there's stemma off the yin yang on these things. That's for sure. Okay, so Adafruit Ethernet. I'm curious. I want to see what it looks like. Let's switch over. So, oh, it's definitely a kit. So the idea of this, I wonder how it works. I mean, it literally is giving you feather. Oh, here it is. Oh, my MAC address. There you go. It's the MAC address of this device. So what do we have here? What is the network chip on here? WizNet W5500. Ethernet Featherwing. The WizNet W55 Ethernet Featherwing. I wonder if you're going to write this to make this thing like inject traffic into your network. It'd be really small. So this is, and we'll go back to the web page here. This is 3201. That's what it looks like. But you can see it was fairly expensive, so I only bought one of them. And we need this, and it goes in here. Sensors, others. Would it put it on there? Matrix, LCD, program, test machine. Yeah, why not? It can go in here. I might move it. 3201. One of. Whoops. Two of. One of. And no. Yes, it is a kit. I have the solder pins on it. No, it's not assembled. And no, it doesn't contain that. Okay. So let's put that back over here. So our next little item is kind of like those Apple quick release things on the MacBooks for the power. So here we go. So these things are magnetic. There we go. See? So you got pins here. Pogo pins, actually. And the idea is you solder them into a board and then boing, they click together. They only had like 9 of them in stock or so, so I only bought one. I bet they're out of stock now. 5-pin RA mag connector. 5359. 5359. 5359. Right there. Yep, out of stock. Out of stock. Yep. They only had like 9. So this goes in here. It's miscellaneous part. And I said 5309, 5359, 5359 is 1. Technically, no, it's not a kit. And yes, it's assembled. And no, it's not that. Okay. So. Okay. So, now we get to the real gems here. The freebie, of course. One Adafruit BH1750 Stemma QT. So, of course, every time you get so much stuff, you get one of these. Not this particular one, I'm saying, but a Stemma QT board. So, let's see in our sensors under the spreadsheet. Let's see if we have a 4681. Yep, right there. This will be number 4. Now, this was an expensive item. relatively speaking, 2621. Let's go to the web page and get the description. 2621. This. ESP Runo. Now, I actually got this not for myself, but a friend of mine likes doing Java, so I thought I'd get him one. Right? It'll be the teeniest, weeniest little board. I wonder if you want to solder. Probably want to solder pins on, so I should put. I wonder if I should put a stacking header pin things on. Oh wow! There's some really fine pins here. Let's switch back. You can see that right there. And I see the side pins in here. I don't know if I see the... Could be under those. I don't see the... Let's pull it out here. Oh, so it's in a bag. So, yeah, so... We have these side pins here. I wonder what they're for. Oh, they're more I/O. But they have definitely... But... I think I have the stuff for this measurement. I think. I'll have to check. So... We have on here... Oh yeah, an STM. An STM32F 401 CDU6. And of course they gave us in here one of those beautiful little pinout cards that are just great, man. So when you're dealing with this, let's see if I can get this out of the bag without damaging the card. There, see? All the pins. This is a Kickstarter. Ah. So, digital right LED, digital pulse LED. So, yeah. But as I said, he likes to do Java and stuff. I thought I'd give him one of these. And we'll put that in there. And... like so. So I'm not going to put this in my inventory because it's not really for me. Now, so the QT PI SP32 S2 UFL. So I think this one has is a bit different from the other one. I think just in the way the antenna is held. Yeah, that's what I thought. So you can see right here, there's an antenna header. I think I have that antenna. So it has a stemma port. It has the back side here, actually, that's where the chip is. Wow, that is quite the micro soldering there. Although I can see that one of these diodes, I think that's what they are, is not on very at a straight angle. Yes, William, just throw it on the floor. Just a sec. William dropped something. Well, they are QT pies, right? They're definitely tiny, tiny things. So our pins, we have to do some soldering for this. So we have 2 of them. Now these are the S2, so you should be able to do, if Adafruit's done it all correctly, you will be able to do ESP IDF, you will be able to do Arduino, and you should be able to do CircuitPython on them. And we'll find out in a bit. So 5348, 5348. So what's missing in these things is my antenna. No antenna. So let's see. Let's just check the paperwork here. Okay. Yeah, missing the antennas. That's okay. That's not really a biggie. I have antennas here for ESP boards. I mean, the camera and that, and you can get them out of Aliexpress pretty cheap too. All different types of them. I could probably find that antenna. It's not that hard to do. So these 5348. So let's just go like this. Control C on the browser. Itchy nose. Go back to the browser. Yeah, so I'm missing that green antenna piece right there. I could probably get it. Go here, and this is a microcontroller. And we'll go down here, and we'll go Control V. And we said 5348, 5348. Two of them. And yes, it's a kit. And not assembled. And yes, it has that port on it, the stemma port. Now this one, on the other hand, I think it's their new one. The one they've been working on. This one's a bit different. Yeah, so this one here, you can see here, let me give me a pointy device here. You can see the antenna right there. Instead of the other one, which had the antenna post for that type of antenna, this one has it on board here. So what else is different in this one? Top is basically the same. I think the bottom chip is a little different. Or is it? Nope, it is the same. It's very hard to read, but it is the same. It's actually identical on the bottom, but not on the top. So the top is a little slightly different over here. So this will have to be put together, of course. And let's promise not to drop it on the ground here. And we'll go back to our browser. And we need this guy here, and we need 5325. This guy. I don't think the Wi-Fi on this is very, big in range. So you'll have to. That's why they have the other one where you can put the antenna on and increase the range quite a bit. And this was 5325. Two of them. Yes, it's a kid. No, and yes. So carefully put this aside. This is assembly work actually for probably maybe this weekend. I've got to work on that LDAP tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not even sure how I'm going to fix it. Then this was this stand that they talked about. So the idea is you put your this. So this thing here goes in these things and hold your heat gun pointing down. So not bad. Some assembly required. Oh yeah, here. Let me do this. And a little focus. There you go. So that's the idea of it. I will put it together and see how it looks. So this is the idea right there. I don't have a heat gun, but I do have this. The only thing I don't have, though, is the little mini hot plate. So I've been putting off assembling that 3-in-1 Hub 75 Pi brackety header thingy, simply because I was dreading soldering it with getting a sloppy job. So, and that box can go over there, and this can go close. So, yep. Yeah. Oh, I did get the this guy working. It should be actually running. Let's see, USB-C. Yes. There you go. Here, I'll turn the brightness down. So I have 2 of these, and what I did was on one of them, this one, I'll take it off. And turn the brightness back up here. So what I did on this, and I'll focus down some more. So what I did here is, they had these little jumpers that you were supposed to solder. So what I did over here is I broke the solder point and put a jumper block, a really tiny ones, on these 2. And then from the other side, I ran the 2 blue wires to the opposite side to 1 pin on a jumper block and then onto pads. So now, if I take these jumpers off here and I put them down here, it's back to using these 2 pins. If I take them off here and put them over here, it's busy passing the hardware SPI to these pins. Because I noticed on the feather here, this guy right here, number 13 and number 11, right? They're expecting to get the data for these displays, even though I really want it from SCK and MO over here, which are the hardware bases. So, but it works. I'm still thinking maybe you can do a better way of doing this. I just wish they would have kind of be nice if we could just do a dip switch or something like that. I think that's what they should have done, is rigged it with a dip switch thing. But so that was that. So, and then this guy here, I've still been mucking with this. I still have not got this to change at all. The code is not obvious for this thing. So I finally figured out, so on here, this stuff all over here, what pins they're actually going to on the board. So in the code, they have a monochrome sample and they have a color sample, but the color sample is slightly different in this board. It's like a 2.13 E-Wink feathering, and this is a 2.9, as you can see. So, well, I'll figure it out eventually. So that's what I was working on last week. See if I can get it going. And I have a lot of different feathers out at the moment. I still had to figure out these maker feathers, what they actually do. But as I said, I'll probably work on that tomorrow. Maybe. That's if I can get the damn LDAP to work. I transferred all the stuff, I think most of the stuff. The only thing I have to figure out is on the useful desktop if I have to connect. I think I have to change the LDAP entry for me so that it's not trying to do an NFS mount. Instead, it's going to do a local mount so that I can pretend I'm logging in. But we'll see. So that's mail. And a little bit what I was doing. And some stuff. So yeah, so next week I should be able to see how the new desoldering station works. And plug it all in. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put that power supply. But I do like one thing on that power supply. I can turn the whole soldering station off and on with just that one switch. Which means I can actually leave the power supply on the desoldering station on the back. I don't have to reach all the way around the back and mess with it all the time. So, well, I'll let you go and see what you can have a fun evening with. I'm going to think LDAP because my mind is not on this at the moment. It's on that LDAP problem. So, and I have to get it working basically by Monday. It's going to be awful if I can't. So, to lose.